Hi guys, how we doing? I'm Paul Mcvay. Welcome to Wasted Lunch. Time is 11:51 Oven Standard. Turn my camera here a little bit there. There we go. A little more. Hold on there. It's centered. Alright, what's going on? It's still technically morning. Oh, wow. Tuesday morning, right? Yeah, Tuesday morning. Lose track of my days lately here. Wait, what the hell am I talking about? It's Monday morning. I'm backwards here, guys. Sorry about that. What is it, Tuesday? Look, you guys get to watch me argue with myself about what the heck day it is. Apparently I have not been sleeping good, huh? Anyways, time to drink some more of this coffee. Yes, I've got my coffee and my vices, the evil little things. So, got some eggs boiling in the background there. I don't drink. I was going to say I don't drink hard-boiled eggs. I don't eat hard-boiled eggs, okay? I don't drink them either, but, now, got a message from my wife about throwing on some hard-boiled eggs. We are going to embark on, keep checking, I'm going to try and de-wiggle my tripod, guys, so you guys aren't having seizures and shit trying to watch the show. Going to embark on a low-carb / and or no-carb diet. That's the idea, all right? And so the idea is, well, I mean, it's just that. No food with carbohydrates, no drinks with carbohydrates, no carbohydrates. That's the idea. Got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm going to be talking to my doctor, making sure that it's going to be safe for me to go on the no-carb diet. Make sure it's not going to mess with any medicine I have to take. And, but I think I'll be safe for one day doing it before I see my doctor. I went hog wild. I went crazy over the weekend on carbs. It was kind of a last hurrah with the carbohydrates this past weekend. Yes, today is Monday. Damn. I don't know why I'm getting my days mixed up. But, anyways, I went wild with the carbohydrates. Pizza. Ate lots of pizza. Went wild with that. What's up, Joe? How we doing? Talking about how I'm how I'm embarking on the low to no carb diet here. I went wild over the weekend with carbohydrates because I knew it was a last hurrah, a farewell to the carbs kind of thing. I got a big problem with pizza. I've been in love with pizza for decades, so I had kind of one last date. So you're doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, bud. Yeah, it was kind of a farewell, my love kind of weekend with the pizza. Thank you for wishing me good luck, Joe, on the diet. I mean, when it comes to dinners and we're going to have pizza or something like that, I always make the pizzas. Okay. And we don't do the frozen pizza thing. I make the pizzas myself. And I put together and baked 4 pizzas. Okay. Always I have the oddball pizza, which is just cheese on half of it and sauce, and then the other half, which is very little sauce for Teresa. She doesn't like that much sauce, so barely even touched that crust with sauce for hers, and then cheese and pepperoni. And the other ones were all pepperoni pizzas. I tend to be a heavy sauce guy, but I ate and ate. Oh, Jonah's saying, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Jonah. Thank you for wishing me well. But I had so much pizza, I almost got sick of it. That's hard to admit. That's hard to even believe for me, because I'm the kind of guy who could pretty much eat pizza every day and not get tired of it. So, but yeah, I mean, pizza, slice after slice after slice. I make garlic bread, a big gigantic loaf of bread, supposedly French bread. Got it from Walmart, got some loaves of that stuff, but it's more like Italian bread. And so I'll slice that stuff in half and make garlic bread out of that. Heavy on the garlic and salt, and no good for me. But let's see, Joe saying you'll miss it again real soon, I'm sure. I probably will. I'll probably be reflecting romantically on this weekend of pizza madness. Oh, my wife just got home. Hello, dear.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. I was just telling everybody about how we are embarking on the low to no carb diet, which I've already
broke it.
I've already broke it because I had one Pop-Tart out of a 2 Pop-Tart package because I couldn't think of what to eat. I had to take my medicine, which I took late because I was sitting here debating, what the heck do I eat?
Well, even if you just cut the carbs in half,
even if I cut them in half,
so
it'd still be good for me.
Instead of eating 12 Twinkies, you eat 6.
Yeah, I don't eat Twinkies, guys.
That's why it was a joke.
Yeah. Well,
how long have you
I don't eat Twinkies. See, I told you guys about the eggs. The eggs have been on for since about 2 minutes after you sent me a message.
Okay, and that's been about half an hour.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know exactly. All I know is my wife messaged me about throwing the eggs on. I threw them on immediately because if I don't get them thrown on, the second my wife tells me to do something, I mean, I got to do it or else this lady gets mean. She gets scary. So, no, I'm lying, of course. But anyway, so it looks like there's going to be a lot of eggs in our future, right?
Yes. Do you want me to make you some?
Yes, may I have some eggs? That would be awesome if you made me some. But I don't eat hard-boiled eggs. Never been a hard-boiled egg fan. I guess it's the smell or something like that kind of bugs me. You know, that's me. But a lot of people eat hard-boiled eggs and don't eat the yolks. I've seen a lot of people do that. They just eat the white stuff.
I'm that person.
But Teresa, you're that person?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm not a fan of the
but,
yolks.
I mean, that's half the egg right there. That's half the egg.
But the white stays.
See, Jonah's saying it'll be rough at first, but he believes I can do it. Yeah, well, and not only is it just me, my wife is doing this too. Joe says, are you doing the keto diet? I guess it's a keto diet where, you start ketosis and everything. Now, at one time, I did it. What's up, Brian? What's up? Somebody else hopped on here. Let me see. Sarah hopped on here. Hello, guys and gals. Yeah, I did a diet before where I made my own nutrition bars, and it started up ketosis on me. I wish I still had the recipe. I came up with the perfect concoction for it. I lived on these bars. I ate about 4 or 5 of these a day. And then I would actually have dinner. Okay, but dinner was practically no carbohydrates. There was a little bit of carbs in it, though. I had a whole wheat burrito shell with chicken in it. Chicken. So I would have, and some salad and water. But that diet I came up with then, it started up ketosis, which ketosis for me is a very weird thing because when I was on a diet before, and the fat really started burning, I could actually feel my stomach, which is where I store most of my fat, whether it's good, bad, whatever, I store, you know, like a lot of guys, I store most of my extra weight in my torso, you know, my trunk here. I got my junk in this trunk. And I could feel my body actually heating up, like my stomach.
Oh, hot flashes.
Heating up. No, it wasn't a hot flash, I don't think. I don't think I was going through menopause, but isn't that when you get hot flashes, menopause?
Be quiet.
I'm just asking, or is it just being a girl you can have hot flashes?
Menopause mainly.
Okay, menopause mainly. I wasn't going through menopause though, but I could feel my body heating up, guys. And those times when I would feel that heating up were the days I lost the most weight. I would lose a few pounds a day sometimes. Yeah, when I say few, about 3 pounds, and I would feel this hot sensation. It was like the fat was literally burning. I was on that diet. I came up with that one myself. I was on that for a long time. I was working out all the time. I don't know what. I'm not going to make any excuses why I didn't stick with it, but
You met me.
my wife's taking the blame for that. Teresa is taking the blame
because when I first met
because-
him, he had
because when she
cans
first
of
met me,
chicken
I had a
breast,
few cans of chicken.
a
I had
dozen eggs, a
some
12
eggs.
pack of Diet Coke,
Diet Coke. I had the burrito shells.
and 2 packs whole wheat
burrito shells. Yeah. And then I met my wife, and my wife does not play like that when it comes to making food.
That's all he had in his
I had a cupboard, about that much space for food, and my wife is a good cook, good baker, chef, whatever you want to call it, and there, she's taking blame for all that.
I will.
And that was, what's up, Tim? And that was, I don't know how many pounds ago. I don't know. A lot. It's a lot of pounds ago.
Yeah, about 40, 50.
Yeah, probably about 50 pounds ago. So yeah, I guess this is called the keto diet. You know, if keto is short for ketosis, I'm not a doctor.
I thought it was keys shaped like toes.
No, I don't think they're toe-shaped keys, but anyways, yeah, that's what we're doing. But it's cool that we're both doing it at the same time because, you know, then we can kind of back each other up on this stuff. Yeah.
You have creamer in your coffee?
I put creamer in my coffee because guess what? I looked at the back of the creamer. There's only 1 gram of carbohydrates in it. It comes up as for the daily percentage of carbohydrates, guys. I looked, this is, you know, the powdered creamer comes up as 0% daily intake of carbohydrates. And, you know, that's probably for a 2,000 calorie diet, which, let's face it, guys, if I was on a 2,000 calorie diet, it wouldn't matter what the hell I was eating, I'd be losing weight, all right? Because I eat way over 2,000 calories, all right? I mean, Joe, you're a skinny dude. I eat sandwiches the size of one of your legs, dude. All right? I mean, that's... So, if I am having my cup of coffee and I'm having less than a percent of a 2,000 calorie dude's diet, I don't think that's anything to worry about. But I did cheat. I had a Pop-Tart. But I had to take something, had to have something for my medicine, so. Joe's laughing, I guess, about the leg-size sandwich. But it's true,
right.
It's true, you know, I mean,
I make the sandwiches.
Teresa said it is true. She knows it because she's made these sandwiches. Joe eats like a horse, too. Thank you, you skinny creep. You get to eat like a horse and still be skinny.
We have 2
Doggone it.
kids that do that.
Yeah, we got kids that do that. Got one kid who eats like a lunatic, but then again, he is in wrestling and the boy does not stay still at all. I said to him the other day, we were talking about metabolism and being active and shit like that, and I told him, I'm like, Vinny, your idea of sitting still is pacing back and forth. That's what he does. He does not like to sit still. Joe says he just got lucky with a high metabolism. Well, you never figure a way to bottle that shit up. I'll take some of those metabolism pills. Gary, what's happening, dude? Talking about dieting and being fatty pants. Alright, not talking about other people being fatty pants, talking about me. How my wife and I are going to go on this, yeah, Joe, I think got it right, keto diet, no carbs, or very little carbs, so we'll see how that goes. Here's the thing, I refer to myself as fatogenic, alright? Alright, not photogenic, I'm fatogenic, alright? I have thrown people off dozens of times when they've tried to guess my weight. No, I'm not going to say I really enjoy people guessing my weight, but, you know, a lot of people don't realize how heavy I am, okay, because I don't store much chubbiness in my face or neck, okay? I just don't store it there, so I look, you know, I don't look very chubby, but believe me, I got it where it counts. Let's see. That could come out. Somebody could take that wrong. Jonah says it happens every now and then when you would cheat on a diet. Keep pushing forward and great results will come. Jonah, I have a question. You're a young man. You're telling me this advice, right? Now, I'm not cracking on you for being a young guy, but have you ever been overweight, Jonah? That's what I want to know. Have you stuck to some kind of diet or something? I mean, I am going to take your words as inspiration, and I do appreciate them. I'm just wondering if you've ever been chubby. That's my question. You know, I'm doing what I can here, and this is the first step. The first step is going to be, well, you guys already heard about it. I had a pizza orgy. Okay? I mean, orgy in the true sense of the word. Orgy is not actually a vulgar term.
No, it's
originally
not. But what you did with that pizza was...
Teresa said what I did with the pizza was, well, let's just say, you know, the sheets and everything on my bed are not, you know, I did not make love to pizza. Talked about that before on Wasted Lunch one time about making love to pizza, and now people are going to start thinking there's something to it. Let's just say there are no tomato stains on my boxers. All right? But, yeah, it's going to have to be a whole new way of life. You know, just constantly, I don't know, staying away from that bread and those potatoes. The potatoes are bad, too. My wife reintroduced me to potatoes, reintroduced potatoes into my life when we got together. My wife makes a lot of ethnic foods. She's Polish. And let's face it, when you're talking old world ethnic foods, if you're from Ireland, Scotland, Poland, Germany, or whatever, most of the European foods have lots of potatoes in them. And with a name like Mcvay, obviously potatoes are going to come natural to me. So I started eating the hell out of those potatoes and bulking up in a not good way. So, still have to find, do we have a working scale in this house?
Yes,
still?
we do.
Okay, I'm going to have to weigh in, and then, you know, I'm not going to weigh myself every week, though. Hell with that. Joe says, how can an Irishman stay off of potatoes? I don't know. It's tough. And another thing, although I don't drink tons of it, beer. I'm just, you know what, here's what I'm going to do with the beer. I don't have a problem drinking beer, meaning I don't mind drinking it, but also I don't drink a lot of it, so. Jonah says I am a skinny beanpole, as my parents would say. I would keep in shape due to band, a lot of walking and running. Yeah, Jonah here is in the Tiger Swing Band, so he was not sitting still. Now, Teresa said, good for you. Amy, hello. Welcome to the show. So Jonah was in swing band carrying a big ass tuba on his head. Well, not on his head, but wrapped around his neck, kind of like an anaconda or something. However, I don't play any instrument. Okay. So, what was that devilish laugh about? I don't get it.
Because, the hell's his name? I
don't know. My wife just had an evil laugh.
But, the hell's that guy on Channel 8 in the morning?
Channel 8 in the morning? What guy?
The black guy. What the hell is
not Ronnie. Kicking It with Kenny?
No, not Kenny.
No,
the
not
other
Kenny.
guy.
Trying to figure out a fella from Channel 8 News?
Yeah, in the morning,
In the morning. I don't know his name.
Sits on the couch with two broads.
I guess he sits on a couch with two chicks and talks to
him. Well, he made a comment once and got suspended from work for
He got in trouble?
Yes.
What, did he make a fat joke? I mean...
No,
What do you do? My wife's trying to tell me about some guy from Channel 8 getting in trouble. I don't know what happened.
Leon! What's his name?
Leon Bibb?
No, not him.
No. Anyways. Well, I guess my wife will get back to us.
Well, anyways, he,
what'd this guy do?
Kenny was doing Kicking It with
Kenny
Kenny.
was doing Kicking It with Kenny.
And he was downtown Cleveland at the National Air Guitar thing.
Was that a national air guitar thing? Really?
Yeah, where these people actually play the air guitar.
People, I guess, competed playing air guitar in downtown Cleveland.
Well,
silly.
The other guy that's on the couch with the chicks.
Yeah, the dude on the couch with the ladies.
Only instrument you know how to play is maybe the skin flute.
Oh my gosh, I guess the dude on Channel 8 said that to who?
Kenny, whatever his name is.
He said to Kenny, the only instrument you know how to play is possibly the skin flute. Really?
Yes.
You gotta be shitting me.
He was not on the morning show for
So he was missing from the morning show after saying that to Kenny. Oh my gosh. Jonah was thinking Kenny too. Well, I guess the dude who's on the morning show who's sitting with the chicks.
They sit on the couch.
They just sit around on the couch and bullshit.
Yeah.
I guess he accused Kenny of playing the skin flute.
Yeah, and it was all in good fun, but unfortunately...
Yeah, but, saying that on the morning show, I mean, I can see me saying it. I mean, shit.
It was almost like a slip-up, like...
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah, he slipped.
And then... because,
well, you can't do shit once you say it if it's live.
Yeah, and that was the problem.
I mean, I say stuff like that, but let's face it, I'm not held to the standards that Channel 8 News is held to. I mean, we can sit here and talk about whatever. So that's just how that is. You ever watch a movie or a TV show when you were a kid? Did you ever watch a show or a movie that almost traumatized your ass, that freaked you out when you were a kid, left such an impression on you that even though you didn't see it until many years later, you could remember that movie and the effect it had on you? You ever watch a TV show or a movie like that? Well, John finally came back. He said, well, then maybe that is his favorite topic. But yeah, did you guys ever watch a show like that or a movie that got into your head and kind of traumatized you when you were a little kid? I did. Well, I watched several things. It was all kinds of wacky, freaky shit that was on TV and on PBS even, for crying out loud, when we were kids. A lot of funky, creepy shit that used to be on TV. Well, I saw, let's see, Jonah saying, yes, he's seen some shit that messed with his head. Well, I saw a movie, and I didn't know how old I was when I saw it until a few years ago. I looked up the movie because I wanted to see it again. I wanted to sort of face this movie that had creeped me out so much when I was a kid. Turns out the movie was made in 1981. So I would have been, I think I was 5 or 6. No, Randy has not shown his face. So I think I was I was either 5 or 6, depending on the month that came out. I don't know. This movie left such an impression of me upon me that I could remember scenes from this movie. Okay, 30 some years later. It was that creepy to me. Now, the movie, what's interesting is, it was a made-for-television movie, and it has been released on DVD. And my wife actually got it for me.
Because I'm awesome like that.
Yeah, because she's awesome. But the movie scared the shit out of me. It was on TV. I watched it at my grandparents' house. I would have been about 5 or 6 when the movie came out. And made for TV, it was the, I think, CBS evening movie or something like that. It was actually made by CBS Studios, made for TV.
Saturday night film.
Saturday night film. And that movie is,
God, I hate being
and
short.
it's going to be in backwards vision. This movie, which, as I said, is backwards. It is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. I don't know if any of you guys seen that thing. But it creeped me out. I said, Chris Martin put face looked like a horse too.
Oops.
Face looks like a horse too. I'm trying to decipher your cryptic message, Chris. Maybe Chris can clarify that one. But yes, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. This movie freaked the shit out of me. It really crept me out when I was a kid. And the premise is that Oh, Chris is talking to Joe Cammer. I guess you have a face like a horse, according to Chris. The Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. It is about a grown man who's, 36 years old?
Yeah.
Physically grown, but mentally...
Not grown.
No, he's like, has the brain of like a 4 or 5 year old. And he plays with this little girl. And he plays with this little girl. They're friends. Some townspeople don't like it. They think this big... like I said, it's like he's mentally retarded or mentally very immature. There's something wrong, and he is at the mental level of a little kid. And he plays with this little girl. She is his best friend. And the local postman and some of the town hick guys don't like it at all. I guess in the past they beat up on this guy and really gave him hell and tormented this poor guy. And the poor guy's name is Bubba Ritter. And Bubba ends up, he and the girl are playing. The girl, they're walking along. The girl ends up seeing somebody has a fountain in their backyard which is fenced in. And she finds a way through the fence, goes back there to check out the water fountain and play around this backyard while Bubba is outside the fence. What do you know? There's a dog inside the backyard that attacks a poor little girl. Bubba busts through the backyard, grabs the girl, picks her up, gets her out of there, gets her away from these... the movie is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. And Chris... It is Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. And he grabs her, gets her out of there, and what happens is these townsfolk, these guys from town who already hate Bubba, they get word that this girl dies. And this just rumor flies around. They think she died, and they assume Bubba killed her. But it's not the truth. So they go out and they hunt Bubba down. Okay, they form their own little lynch mob. Okay, these guys already had it in for Bubba. They'd already kicked his ass around and stuff in the past. They hunt him down, okay? Well, Bubba tries to play a game his mom had taught him called the hiding game, and that was pretending he was a scarecrow. Okay, well, Bubba hid out in the field like a scarecrow. He's in a scarecrow costume, got a burlap bag over his head. The guys track him down, hunt him down with dogs, and they end up gunning him down. I mean, they just fill him full of holes. So Bubba dies, and they murdered the shit out of him. The girl ends up being okay.
Yeah,
They found out right after they killed him that Bubba actually was a hero and saved this little girl. So they're taken to court, and they end up beating it. Okay, they end up beating this murder charge on them. They walk away scot-free, and what ends up happening is they end up dying one by one later on in the movie. Okay. This lynch mob. Vengeance is falling upon them, but we don't know who the hell is doing it. We don't know if it's Bubba's mom, the little girl, or even the district attorney who wanted to bury these guys and put them behind bars, but couldn't do it. And so, I'm not going to give away the rest of the movie, but really good movie.
Bubba didn't do it.
But you're going to have to see the movie, alright? You got to see the movie. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Got it on DVD. Great DVD, too. Lots of extra goodies. Now, I'm going to scroll back through you guys' comments. Now, I seen Chris and Joe were going at this a little bit, going at each other, some digs. Let's see, Jonah says, for me, it was The Exorcist. That's what scared the hell out of him. He says, I love it now, but the first time I did watch it, I about shit myself when her head spun all the way around. Ooh, thank you. Eggies. Thank you.
Welcome.
With no toast, of course.
No toast.
Let's see.
I almost made you toast, too.
Let's see what Joe had to say. Joe said he's got to see this. Yes, I strongly suggest seeing it. And when you watch it, try and, well, you know, it's hard to try and put yourself into a little kid's point of view when you watch it. But yeah, The Exorcist was a scary bastard, too. I watched that by myself on Big Chuck and Little John when I was a kid, Jonah, and that was really freaky. Chris Martin says, the original Exorcist, I still can't watch it, and I'm 39 years old. See? Powerful movie. Gotta see that shit.
Mine was The Fog.
Chris Martin says, I don't need to watch now. Joe Paul just told us everything. Laughing out loud. And Joe put a big grinning smiley face. Yes. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a mystery, though, okay? I just told you the premise, and let me see the back here. Okay, I'm reading the back of the DVD, and pretty much it tells you kind of what I just told you guys. So I didn't give everything away. Would you say I gave everything away? No, I didn't give everything away.
Don't know who's doing it.
You don't know who's doing this. You don't know who is exacting revenge.
Nope.
For Bubba. But I'll tell you what, when you watch a movie and you see poor Bubba and the girl, you can't help but feel bad for Bubba. It's terrible what happens to him, and then, you know, these guys are real SOBs and you want them to pay, you know, so, but it's a creepy movie, and thinking that
Is salt allowed?
I don't know if salt's allowed in this keto diet thing. I imagine because people use butter, and butter's full of salt.
I didn't use butter, I used oil.
Oh, you used oil. I think salt's allowed for the
keto
diet thing.
Butter.
What do you guys know about that? Anybody know about that?
Is this just getting the sugars?
Yeah, sugars and carbohydrates are what we're not allowed to have in this diet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you guys got to remember, I watched this movie when I was 5 or 6. I think 5. I mean, that's the... Oh, Chris Martin is on the Nutrisystem. How's that working out for you? Jonah says, I want to go see the new Halloween so bad. Look forward to the release date. So you're going to see that baby at the theater. Yes, I just heard about the new Halloween movie. So now I'm like thinking about both subjects at the same time. Chris, Nutrisystem. Is that expensive? I imagine that's expensive. I don't know. And I just found out about the new Halloween now. I was watching a video. A buddy of mine from that I grew up with does a lot of videos for YouTube. He's got a big YouTube channel, and I just heard about the new Halloween, so I got to look up more about that. Chris says my buddy did it, and it worked, so I've been doing it now for 7 days. He lost 8 pounds the first week. Damn!
It's like a dream.
Yeah.
For me.
What, 8 pounds
Yeah.
in a week would be a
8 pounds in a month.
Oh.
Remember when I was eating like a rabbit and I still didn't lose any weight?
Yeah, my wife tried some different diets. Let's see, Chris is saying $360 a month, which of course, right off the bat, you're like, oh shit, that sounds like a lot of money. But then again, I can't give you an average an estimate off the top of my head how much money's worth of food I eat in a month anyway. So I could be wrong whether or not that's a big price. But Chris said it's $360 a month. It includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus 2 snacks. Hey, if it works and you can afford it...
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you. I mean, I don't think I could afford that, though.
No.
I don't think I can afford it. But, let's see. Daily for 30 days. Okay, so now... Do you stay on this diet until you kind of reach your target weight? And do you then start on regular foods that you figure out for yourself? Let's see, Chris is eating about 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot less than I would be eating regularly. I think one of our challenges is that we didn't go shopping, okay? We didn't go grocery shopping the last time with this new diet idea in mind. So we don't have a lot of the stuff to get us through the...
Yes, I did.
Do we? We got lots of meat?
Chicken breast.
Oh, you got 3 bags of chicken breast. I'm a liar. Okay, there you go, guys. I'm a liar. I lied about what we have to eat. Let's see. Chris said the plan is to do it until he loses 60 pounds, and then he goes from there. He was eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. Wow. Man, but I mean, you're a decent sized dude, though. How tall are you? I mean, you're a pretty good sized guy, anyways. I mean, even if you were at your ideal weight, you're a good sized guy, from what I recall. I mean, I haven't seen you in years, but you're not a little shrimpy guy. So, but still, 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, yeah, that seems pretty high. And I'll tell you, going from that to 1,200 to 1,500, that's a big cut right there. I just, let's see, 6'2", but he was 290. Feel you there, buddy. Feel you there. Well, same height, then a little bit heavier than that. Yeah. So I've got a hell of a road to go down. I think if I could reach an ideal weight, if I had a magic wand and could use it on myself and go to what I think would be my ideal weight, I'm guessing 220. Okay, I think if I got any slimmer than 220, I think I'd start to feel ill. You know what I mean? Sean's with us now. Hi, Sean. Welcome to the show. We talked about creepy movies that have traumatized us from watching as children, and now we're talking about dieting, which is probably, well, I don't know. I don't think you've ever done that. You were pretty skinny when you were a kid, from what I recall. But, wow. So Chris is doing the Nutrisystem. I'm doing the keto thing. My wife's doing the keto thing. A lot of people I know are going with the ketogenic diet. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. And what kind of did it for me to confirm, yes, Paul, you should do it, was I've already talked to plenty of people who have done this. There's Gary Perry. Good morning, Gary. I talked to a complete stranger who was talking to another lady about losing weight, 14 pounds, at the martial arts event I was at. And I went ahead and asked her, how did you do it? And then she shared with me, and that was like, okay. That's the last person I've heard talk about this. It's time for me to do something, you know. My wife was already ready to do it. Sean says The Exorcist and Children of the Corn is what got him as a kid. Yeah, well, The Exorcist was a big one for a lot of people. I mean, Children of the Corn creeped some people out too, but I'd say The Exorcist is probably one of the top ones that really mess with people. It's kind of, you know. Jonah says, I am on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
I was on that diet for years.
Yeah, that's the one I've been on for some time. I mean, oh yeah, you guys should have seen me over the weekend. I mean, I swear, I was eating just to eat because I knew that it was the last hurrah. I'm like, I mean, I was eating way beyond full. I'm just like, I'm not going to see you again, to this pizza, you know. As I stared right into its glistening pepperonis, you know, I'm gonna miss you, darling, and you know, kind of like, you guys ever see Fantastic Mr. Fox? You know, they're all sitting around there nice and chill, and then talking and stuff, and then they got their food, and then well, it wasn't quite that bad. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was that bad. It was that bad.
3 abrasions on my arm from your teeth.
My wife said she's got abrasions on her arms from my teeth. No, I was picking out, going crazy. But Chris says, I did the same thing right before I started my diet. So you went balls out and just feed.
That's what I did.
Oh. You let loose over the weekend too, honey?
Well, I'm not a pizza nut, but I'm a chocolate nut and a Pepsi nut.
Yeah, my wife was crazy with the Pepsi and the chocolate.
Yeah, I averaged Saturday. I had 8
cans of pop.
8 cans of Pepsi. 8 cans of pop Saturday. Wow, that's a lot of pop for you. Yeah, because I know it was not going to be in my future. And I didn't have that much yesterday, though. I only had about 3.
You had 3 pops yesterday?
Yeah, because I felt funky.
Yeah, Chris is saying pop is not good. No, but my wife, it tastes good. I'm not a pop junkie.
I put a
junkie.
spoon of sugar in here.
Okay, my wife's problem, Teresa's problem, is going to be her coffee. All right, guys. Because she drinks so much sugar in her coffee. I mean, it's like the shit is almost caramel after she puts her coffee in. I'm stirring it. It's like I'm waiting for it to like thicken up, you know, like pudding or something. After I mean, how much sugar do you put in a cup? Use half of one of them scoops. And how big are one of them scoops?
Half a scoop, and now I have.
Wait, one of those are half a cup?
Yeah.
So she puts in about a 1/4 cup of sugar in each cup of coffee.
Well, I actually put a 1/4 cup of sugar in there so I can have the right amount.
Of sugar. See, Chris says I don't buy pop, but I can easily drink a 2 liter in 30 minutes. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Teresa's big thing is going to be this coffee, I think. I think that's going to be the big one. How much sugar did you just put in your cup?
1 tablespoon.
You put 1 tablespoon in
1 tablespoon.
So are you going to try and shorten that down?
Yes.
You're going to try and get used to 1 tablespoon?
Well, you'd be proud of me. When I was at my father's, I'm looking up something for you right now.
Teresa's trying to figure something out. But yeah, she drinks lots of sugar in her coffee. I'm lucky there because I don't drink sugar in my coffee at all. What is this? What am I looking at?
You're looking at...
Black hole? What is this?
That is a black cup of coffee.
Okay, I had 2 or 3 cups of black coffee. That is what my wife had earlier. Okay, black cup of coffee.
I drank half of it, and then when I took the picture, I realized the cup was dirty. So
she drank half the cup, and then realized after she drank half of it that the cup was.
Yeah, there was maybe that much
you drank
left.
more than
I
half.
drank more than half.
She drank almost the whole cup, and then figured out the cup was dirty.
Yeah.
I hate doing that shit. I was drinking water out of a glass last week, and the first few cups of water looked great. It was in a glass. Actually, get my water from the fridge. That's the best filtering we have because we got well water, and the fridge water tastes really good. So, I'm on my third glass of water, and I fill it up, and it looks cloudy, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why is this glass of water cloudy? I pour the water out, and I realize there is spoiled milk caked in the bottom of the glass, and I'm like, oh, jeez. I had already drank 2 or 3 glasses of water out of that glass. Okay, but they weren't cloudy. Must have taken that 3rd or 4th glass to finally stir up that milk on the bottom. And I'm like, oh, man, this sucks, and put it in the sink. I didn't even bother washing it. By that point, I'm like, screw drinking healthy. I ain't drinking no damn water. And, I was like, I ought to have a beer. But it was pretty early, I think.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, I washed it.
What'd you do?
I dumped it out. I was like, oh, wash up the dishes if you have any. And Dad's like, oh, Annette did them. And I went,
oh, gosh, your dad's girlfriend did the dishes, and she didn't do a good job. Jonah says, I put sugar in my coffee as well. I have put a lot in my coffee before. I didn't realize until I drank it. He likes black coffee as well.
But I tried. I figured,
Sean said, hey, you might as well drink the rest. Are you referring to that milk stuff? Oh, gosh, it was terrible.
Coffee.
Or the coffee. But either way, my wife had a nasty-ass dirty cup of coffee.
Well, the thing of it was, there was stuff caked on the side, like creamer or
something caked
hot
on
chocolate or something. It was, I literally could scrape my fingernail on it, and I was like, I can deal with a spot. I can deal with a crumb of food. But I can't deal with maybe 3 inches of something caked on there that I have no idea what it was. It could have been dish soap. I had no idea. It was just disgusting, and I did not finish the coffee.
Let's see. Sean says he likes... Let's see, I got...
Oh, and
Sean
I had a cappuccino
he
this
likes
morning.
Black coffee, and he enjoys unsweetened tea. Unsweetened tea is something I cannot get. I've tried to drink tea unsweetened, and it just doesn't work for me. I like tea.
Regular
tea with
doesn't
just a little bit of sugar.
But what's something you might like is I have a whole box of green tea that I bought for this purpose.
Okay, you got green tea for us.
And one of those packets is stevia. That's it. You don't need... It doesn't taste good with sugar.
Teresa got a pack of stevia or stevia. I don't know how the hell you pronounce
stevia, stevia, whatever. The substitute sugar
you know what I'm talking about.
Or Equal. No, the pink one. Is that Equal?
No, the pink one is Sweet and Low. The package is a sweetener. Sean's saying the dirty cup. Oh, that's what he meant, drinking the rest of.
I couldn't. I just couldn't imagine what that was.
It's not fun imagining.
Stucco.
What the hell is sticking inside a cup
did she wash the dishes with her underpants? I mean, all kinds of weird shit goes
through. If she washed them with her underpants, you'd think it would have collected some... Oh, maybe the cup would have collected something. What are we talking about? We're talking about washing coffee mugs with underpants.
It was just disgusting to the point where... I just couldn't do it. I couldn't even put my lips back on the glass because I was oblivious to it until I took a picture. And then I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, and then I look at my cup and I put it in the light. You figured out it was
filthy from taking the picture.
Yes.
You didn't even notice just looking
at it.
You
not at all.
Once you took the picture.
All I did, I walked in the house, I said hello to my father, I grabbed a cup out of his dish drainer.
Assuming it was nice and clean.
And poured a cup of coffee, sat down, started doing paperwork.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Paul would be proud of me because I put nothing in it, no sugar, no creamer, no nothing. Yeah. And I said, well, I want to prove that that I'm having black coffee.
So
I took a picture, and then I hit the button to see if it came out right, or should I use the flash? And here I saw all that shit in my cup, and then I looked in the cup, and I just couldn't do it.
I hate that. And that shit, people don't like to admit it much, but let's face it, it's happened to everybody. Everybody's had that shit happen before. Sean says, Jonah washes his clothes with his underwear. Did you mean his clothes with his underwear, or did you mean his cups and dishes? His underwear is clothes. Oh gosh, Sean and Jonah have a love-hate relationship. They love each other, but they love hating on each other too.
But those are the kind of guys that you can tell if one of them was in trouble, the other one would go.
Oh, I'm sure they'd back each other up. No, that was not a trumpet, man. The trumpet did not blow. That was my wife's schnozzeronius. Well, I gotta explain. I mean, everybody's watching the show. They hear honk, and then the camera's getting blown this way. I mean, I gotta explain what happened. They might have thought a freight train ran through our kitchen or something. I'm getting an ugly, mean look. Mean look. Let's see. Sean says both. Chris Martin says, Paul, you still in Maslin? Yeah. Well, no, I'm lying. Once again, I'm lying. I'm talking out of my ass. No, I'm not in Maslin anymore. I'm just outside of Maslin, in between Navarre and Brewster.
Sugar Creek Township.
Yeah, it's called Sugar Creek Township, boy. But it's right in between Navarre and Brewster. It's weird because we're in the country, but we're not. Where we live it's like a little neighborhood. It's like a slice of the suburbs plopped in the middle of the country. That's where we're living. Chris said trumpet, LOL. Let's see, Jonah's saying, Sean, you drink toilet water. See how sweet. And I don't mean the toilet water. Chris Martin says, Sugar Creek, nice. Yeah, it is nice. It is. It's nice. It's nice. The schools, I talked about this the other day. The schools, and I say this so much.
It's a very nice neighborhood if you don't talk to anybody else, because it's like living in the middle of the Stepford Wives.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody mows their lawn at the same time. Yes. Everybody takes out their trash at the same time. They even had a meeting about how we didn't take our trash cans in right away.
Yeah, so some of our neighbors would like me to think. But, yeah, there are great people here, okay?
Not on our street.
Okay, there are, and I'm sure there are plenty of open-minded folks that I just haven't met yet, okay? I do like the schools, okay? I have family that works for the schools. Obviously, I got a bunch of kids that go to the schools. But a lot of people tend to be more backwards around here, okay? They tend to be of like a 1940s mindset.
I'm going to go watch an episode of Supernatural.
Okay. A lot of people tend to be very old-fashioned, which old-fashioned is all right. But a lot of people tend to be they're worried about what other people think of them, okay, how they conduct themselves. They're so concerned about what their neighbors think, okay? People do a lot of that shit. A lot of worried about keeping up with the Joneses. What did our dog do?
She ate the rest of the Fritos.
She ate the rest of the Fritos, nice.
All kinds of wrappers, pizza wrappers, out of the
my dog got into the trash. She also got into some Fritos that were left out in the living room there.
Yeah.
That's the diet my dog's living on. But
I gotta give her credit. There's one less temptation that is gone.
But what's Sean saying? Sean says, hey man, Jonah, you should be lucky, man. You don't have a quarterback that throws multiple interceptions. Woo! Back to football. Football jabs, huh?
Oh, no.
Chris Martin said, good for the dog. Fritos are not on keto.
Yeah, I said that was one less.
Oh, my gosh. Teresa was saying the same damn thing, pretty much. She said, well, that's one less temptation. So that's funny shit. That's funny as hell. Yes, thank you, Nala, for looking out for us. Because, damn it, those Fritos... Here's another thing, okay? One of my big problems is get in front of that TV at night and start watching a movie or something. My hand just starts grabbing for some sort of snack or something to eat. It's like became a habit. Let's see, Sean says, I was just about to ask how Napa is doing. And then he corrected himself. Nala, not Napa. Yes, we have a automotive store for a pet, Napa. But no, Nala's doing good though. Seriously, Nala's doing good. Obviously, she is eating good. She's a spoiled ass dog. My wife doesn't even like hearing her called a dog. She likes referring to Nala as, one of our kids. And until Nala does something that, pisses her off, and then she realizes, oh shit, I need to be treating her like a dog and not letting her get away with everything. But, oh yeah, she's spoiled. She's smart as hell. And I wish sometimes that I knew more about training animals and stuff like that, because I do believe that our dog could be trained to do damn near anything that any other dog out there is trained to do. It's just I don't have that expertise. I don't have that background. But she's a very smart dog, good watchdog. She's just a little thing, but damn it, she is dogged and relentless. I mean, she's not scared much, and she lets us know when somebody's around. Really good at being a watchdog. See, Sean says, hey, Paul, when you're watching a movie for a snack, you could have some celery. Yeah, that is a good suggestion. I'm not going to say I'm jumping up and down and super thrilled about celery. Celery's kind of weird and bitter and has that stringiness, but damn it, I got to start doing something. So what I'm going to start trying to do here, guys, is having a different mindset and looking at these carbs as like poison, okay? Because that's what they are for me. I just don't need any carbs, I'm not malnourished. I'm super nourished, so I got to start looking at this shit like it's poison, to get that in my head that carb bad, got to adapt to that. Jonas says, Sean, you let the Browns kick you around. Your quarterback not only has sexual assault charges, but gave up 5 turnovers himself out of the 6. Oh, wow. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I did not watch a game. I didn't even have the means or the, I guess means would be the proper word. I didn't have the shit to watch the game, okay? But I heard about the game, all right? I don't have cable or any shit like that. Don't even have an antenna, so I didn't watch the game. But I heard it ended in a tie. And I wondered, how in the hell can they I didn't know they let them do that. I didn't know they let the games just end in a tie. Can anybody explain that to me? Is that just, that shit happens like that? Were there adverse weather conditions? Why didn't they let them do overtime or whatever? Or does the NFL do that shit? Remember, I'm ignorant about this football stuff, guys. I grew up in football town, but I don't know shit about it, okay? I don't claim to. So how in the hell did they let that happen? Sean's saying Steelers need a new QB. Jonah's saying Steelers need a new team after playing like that against Cleveland. Wow. Chris, you got any opinions on this? Let's see. Chris says they have a first overtime and that's it. Wow. That's it? That's it. Just one overtime. Wow. That sucks. That really sucks, man. I didn't watch a game. I'm sure I'd have been, I'm not a football fan, but if I would have paid attention and I would have seen the game at all, and got wrapped into it, I'm sure I would not have been happy once that game ended like that. I'm sure I wouldn't have been happy. Chris Martin says, Browns offense stinks. Defense is great. I did hear that from a couple other people on here online were commenting about the video we did the other day. We were guys were doing predictions on who was going to win what games, and I heard, and then people started putting comments in after the game, Sean says, man, we get a good quarterback and we're set. Ben is as old as dust. He's no Tom Brady. Jonah says, Sean was screaming at the TV. I lost it. The NFL rule is they only play one overtime, like you said, Chris. It's not like high school or college where it keeps going. Well, I think that stinks. That's my opinion. I don't know. But damn it, I guess when there's, something competitive like that, I want somebody to win, damn it. Somebody. Even if it's the people I don't like, I want to see some sort of closure. You know what I mean? Jonas says Massillon could have beat Pittsburgh yesterday. Sean, sorry, not sorry. TIG hash mark. Chris says nobody likes it. Nobody likes that they do that shit and have a tie. Yeah, that's frustrating as hell because, and the Steelers and the Browns, that's a big game to people. It's a really big game to so many people. I am not, and here's the thing, if I was a football guy, I'd be torn on the whole Steelers-Browns thing, and I'll tell you why. I grew up in Massillon, okay, so I know all about Paul Brown. I might not know a lot about football, but I grew up being taught about Paul Brown, and I knew a lot about Paul Brown from my uncle, who was an antique dealer, and told me all kinds of shit about Paul Brown because of, running into all kinds of antiques and stuff that were very important. A lot of historic football stuff passed through my uncle's hands, so I learned about football history through my uncle. So, and Cleveland is our local team. Okay, and I know about the Browns and Paul Brown being involved in them. So I would want to be a Browns fan, but here's another thing now. Here's where I'm torn. I've been to Pittsburgh a lot. I've had a lot of great times in Pittsburgh. I have hung out with Pittsburgh people, okay, complete strangers. I have been treated so well in the city of Pittsburgh by people I just met. I met a lot of great people in Pittsburgh, okay, a lot of friendly, personable people that would make me want to be a Steelers fan, okay? What does that have to do with their team? I don't know, I guess because they're from that town. So I'd be really torn on which team to be for or against. I don't know if there's anybody out there who is torn like that. Let's see. Sean says, hey, Jonah, watch the Browns beat the Bengals. Yeah, Jonah is a Bengals guy. And so Sean's telling him the Browns are going to beat him. Jonah says the Browns haven't beat my Bengals since junior high. Is that true? Junior high for you was how long ago? 4 years ago? 4 years ago, maybe? But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever went to Pittsburgh and hung out there, but I have several times, and it's totally different feeling out in Pittsburgh than it is in Cleveland. Cleveland is a place where, you got to be leery of where you go in Cleveland. Pittsburgh has a lot more places you can go and hang out, and you feel pretty safe there. Sean says, to be honest, I have no idea why they didn't play Mayfield. Chris says, the Browns won in 2014. Okay, so they beat the Bengals in 2014. See, I don't even know how you guys remember all this shit. But then again, I'm terrible with dates. Terrible with it. Now, Chris, you played football, didn't you? You played for the Tigers back in the days, didn't you? I'm pretty damn certain. We have some, I don't know, what would you say? Alumni, or I don't know what the hell the word is for it. Jonah was in the swing band. Chris, weren't you on the football team? What years? Chris says, oh yeah. All right, what years were those, dude? Because I don't know. Did you graduate in 96? you know, it's funny because I put these videos up and see he played varsity for 3 years. Cool shit. Let's see. Jonah says, I've been to Pittsburgh, and he's been to the airport there as well. It's a neat experience. Yeah, I have, let's see, Chris came back with the information. He says 94, 95, 96. He graduated in 97. So, yeah. So, Chris has been on that field quite a bit, just like you, Jonah. But, yeah, Pittsburgh, man. The people there are friendly. They are. There are a lot of really cool ass people in Pittsburgh. I mean, there just are. People tend to be more sociable there to strangers. I've had a good time hanging out there. Several times I hung out there. Went on, bar walks, crawls, whatever you want to call them. Sean says he's got much respect for the Bengals, man. Chris says, gotta go, guys. Have a great day, everybody. You have a great day, too, Chris. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for participating. It's good to hear from you. I hope you do awesome. Hope you have a great day. Sean says, at least they know how to beat the Browns. Boy, football smack talk in full effect. And it's always interesting to a guy like me who is not a football guy, just kind of observing, kind of being a spectator, not only more to the fans of football than the football games themselves, because I don't watch the football games, Like I said, I'll watch them every now and then at the club, but I watch them just as an excuse to hang out with my friends. So, let's see. So yeah, you guys, I mean, the smack talk that comes out of this sport, or that's inspired by the sport, is amazing. Wow. Oh, man. Let's see, Sean says he has no idea. I have no idea what my team is doing. Hold up here. I have no idea what my team is doing. I'm just wondering how painful another game will be to watch. Jonah says he's looking forward to a great football season for the Tigers. It was a great season last year from my senior year. We came up a week shy of a state championship game. Yeah. Yeah, it's, wow. Massillon Tigers. Yeah, big deal. And, thing is, after this video's done, I'm going to end up uploading it to YouTube, so it's probably going to be people watching it. There's going to be people who are like, who are the Massillon Tigers? And what's cool is it's probably going to be people Googling this. So there's going to be more people finding out about the TIGERS after this video's uploaded. Which, I'm going to go ahead and ask for a little help right now. I'm probably going to be getting off of here in a couple minutes. I've got some cold eggs staring at me that want me to eat them. But I'm going to go ahead and ask for a little help right now from anybody who watches this. I'm going to upload the video to YouTube, and I would really appreciate it if you guys help me get the word across, get the word out there that that Wasted Lunch is on YouTube. If you guys could share my channel link from YouTube with people, I'd appreciate the hell out of that. Anything to get more exposure, get more people watching, because it's fun. It's great to have more people involved. There's just so many cool people out there, and together we can meet more people, and they can see the show and spread the word. So if you can spread the YouTube channel link with folks, I'd appreciate the hell out of that. That'd be awesome. Sean says, have a good day, guys. Thank you, Sean. You have a good day yourself. Jonah, hope you have a great day also as well. And anybody else who stumbled upon this video, watched it. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it very much. And I'm going to close up here and get to eating these eggs that I talked about earlier because I need my nutrition, part of this new diet, and wish me luck. And if you guys are, anybody else is on a diet, I wish you the best of luck because I know this is going to be challenging for me. I know it's going to be tough. But have a great day, guys. Whatever you're doing, guys and gals, I wish you the best of luck. Take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. Have fun. Enjoy life. And I'll see you later. I'll be back on around noontime tomorrow. All right. Bye.